Recording is on.
So in last lecture, we gone through these press working operations, which are blanking, trimming, punching, right, or piercing, shaving, notching, then lancing, nibbling, perforating. So all these operations are generally are the cutting operations. Okay, and second, operations perform on press tools are the forming operations, right? ते आपण बघू पुढे. So in that bending is there, okay, deep drawing is there. So these first 9 to 10 operations are regarding to the cutting. So we saw this, what is blanking, okay. So in blanking, cutout part is important, right? And in that blanking, the die opening will be made exact size, okay, and punch exact size of the required part, and punch will be made smaller than the amount of equal to twice clearance. Clearance is important, right? Because uh, as we see, if optimum clearance is not given, then whatever the your output will be get damaged. Next, we saw punching operation. It is also called as a piercing, right? So it is similar as a blanking. In this, the cutout part is a scrap, and remaining part, whatever is the of the sheet metal, is our product. Okay, so in this, it is the exact replica of blanking. Punch is required of a required size. Means punch is uh, should be manufactured as the required size of the hole. So you can punch a hole, rectangular shape, or any your required shape, arbitrary shape. Okay. So then we saw the trimming, shaving, trimming operation, shaving operation. Okay. Then what is shaving? We use this to remove the burr. Okay, after the cutting of the particular plank. Then we saw the notching. Okay. Then lancing, where the hole is partially cut. Okay, it is cut by three sides and it is bent according to the design to particular direction at the one end. Okay. Then can cut any irregular shape with the help of small size of punch and die. Okay. So sorry. Uh, so where the large shape, irregular shape we have to cut, you use nibbling, right? But at disadvantage more of nibbling is the maximum time you got a burr on the either inner side or external side of the design shape. So nibbling part will then we have to finish, or we have to use grinding for finish that part. Okay. Perforating. Okay, small holes are used to create large number of very small holes. Parting, then shearing, right? Here मयुरीचा एक प्रॉब्लेम आपण हा परत रिपीट करूया. Okay, what is shearing? Because all the cutting operation are depending upon this shearing. Okay, so guys, ही जी फिगर तुम्हाला दिसते as if we see more closely, so this is the first stage. See the first stage where the punch is at in just contact with the die. Okay, and this is the clearance between the punch and die is given. Okay, and strip is flat in the first step. And when in second, now see the second figure, as the your punch is moves down, it causes the deformation of the strip. Okay, So here the deformation of strip at these corners. Okay, so exactly the punch nose जवळचा जो एरिया आहे गाईज. ओके, सो डिफॉर्मेशन पंच नोजला आणि डाय ओपनिंगच्या एका कॉर्नरला. ओके, सो दॅट टू ह्या कॉर्नरला आणि डायच्या ओपनिंगच्या कॉर्नरला. सो या दोघी पॉइंटला तुमचं डिफॉर्मेशन होणार. ओके, सो एक्सेसिव्ह इलॉंगेशन ऑफ मटेरियल at those corner with further progress. So कंटिन्यू जसं डायरेक्शन पंच ती खाली जाणार, कंटिन्यू डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन जाणार, तसं इलॉंगेशन होत राहणार. ओके, कॉजेस द propagation of crack guys at those two corners and then ultimately result in separation of the material as shown in figure number 3. Okay, so if we whatever we if we cut the edge, whatever the edge is produced after cutting is a particular configuration. Okay, and which can be represented with the help of this खालची जी डायग्राम दिसते तुम्हाला. ओके, this sheet thickness आणि different zones of penetration, then rollover. Okay, so whenever we apply the punch which is moving downward direction, it produces the deformation, one deformation zone at the top. So the deformation zone is also called as a rollover zone. Okay guys, so this deformation from top end to this curve edge is a deformation zone where your punch is start moving, compressing the your sheet metal. Okay, so that zone is called as a rollover depth or rollover zone or deformation zone. Okay, then next another portion in the this one which rubs the surface of the punch. Okay, so as we saw, as constant downward direction, the continued deformation is happen and elongation of sheet metal is happen. Okay, so that sheet metal rubs the surface of punch. Okay, so up to the burnishing depth. So this edge, this point to this edge, continuous elongation of sheet metal is happen due to the downward direction of this punch. So up to this length, it is a called as a burnishing zone, and the depth whatever cover is a burnishing depth. Okay, so total penetration in the sheet metal of your punch is the addition of rollover depth plus burnishing depth. So this total length is called as a penetration depth. Okay, next what happened guys, next then another portion. Okay, so as the burnishing zone is formed by rubbing the metal which has penetrated the metal of sheet which has been penetrated and rubbed by the punch. Okay, so as there is a movement further when the cracks start propagating at the both sides. Both side means the punch nose and the die opening corner. So they result the fracture of the surface as shown in figure. So this is the region of your fracture. So total length is the fracture length from this burnishing depth to this edge small. Okay, the thickness length. This is a fracture length. Okay, so and due to deformation of material beyond the longer edge, lower edge, the one burr is formed. Small burr is small. So this one is called as a burr height. So this one is called as a burr height. As the deformation is goes on due to the movement of punch toward the die. So in this way the shearing is happen. Okay, So there are total 4 regions, okay, which are formed in a cut strip. Okay, so uh, if we want to sum up these, so the deformation zone and burnishing zone, it is called as a penetration. So penetration is generally what the depth by which the punch must be move inside the sheet metal. Okay, so that the fracture can be facilitated. This can be, and this penetration, which is the sum of deformation zone plus burnishing zone. Okay, which is expressed as a percentage of sheet thickness. So total penetration is should be there, means proper penetration percentage should be there. Then after only the micro cracks will be formulated and fracture happen. Okay, if there is not proper penetration percentage, then our fracture will be occur by the longer distances, means you get a maximum burnishing depth and maximum deformation depth and lower fracture depth. So in that time, in that case, what happen, your whatever the produced product will be not as per the exact shape. Okay, so the proper penetration should be there, and for that penetration you require a proper capacity or a force to be produced by that punch, and proper holding of the sheet metal by the strippers should be maintained. Okay, so that penetration depth is the most important part in a sheet metal operation. Okay, where the shearing is generally is the most important parameter or a process. Okay, and whatever the burr height is remaining, it is basically indicating the kind of roughness, okay, which is present in the cut edges. The cut edges जे आपण शेविंग करतो बरोबर, शेविंग प्रोसेसने, तर त्या जनरली काय एक्सप्रेस करतात, इट इज अ रफनेस. ओके, so these 5 different constitutions we have to taken care. Okay, and these can be limited by the proper holding of the die strip. Okay, as I told you, if you want to a less roughness, then you have to provide a proper strippers to hold the die, hold the sheet into the die area. Okay, and proper penetration will be happen there. Okay, see next. So same, it is explained here also, as your punch is moved for downward direction, these two corners comes in, okay, in focus, where the micro cracks are start nucleating. Okay, if these micro cracks start from the punch nose end to this die nose point, are meet at exactly at the center, okay, then you will get the proper finished product by the after dropout. Okay, if these micro cracks are not meet at the center, if they are originated in different direction, then you will get the lag. Then you will get the your not proper cutting of that edge, and you will get the maximum burr in your final product. Okay, so it should be taken care, these uh, crack propagation should be meet at the center, and this is totally depend upon the strip force, punch force, and the most most of the time it is depend upon the proper optimum clearance between the punch and nose of the die opening. Okay, then hope मयुरी तुझं क्लिअर झालं असेल shear mechanism. Okay, any doubt? Other people also can ask. पुढे सरकायचं, दिसतंय ना पीपीटी? गाइस पीपीटी दिसतंय ना? Please reply guys. Hello.
ब्लर दिसतंय सर.
ब्लर दिसतंय.
येस सर.
हा चेक करा आता. ब्लर दिसतंय तर नेटवर्कचा इश्यू असू शकतो गाईस तुमच्या इथे. चेक करा. पण इथे बाकीच्यांना क्लिअर दिसतंय.
नाही सर, ब्लरच दिसत आहे.
ब्लरच आहे सर.
ब्लर चेक करा आता.
आता दिसते सर.
ठीक आहे. So next is your आता cutting operations are over, okay, which are performed by the your punch and die on the press. Now these are the different operation called as a bending operation. Okay, so where we will not force the material to its ultimate tensile strength, okay, UTS. So or we not process our sheet metal above the recrystallization temperature. Okay, so in that case what is the output of that? You will get the different forms. Okay, so this is a bending is a operation where you will bend the strip according to your design. Okay, so die bending is used for the long straight line bends on the press brakes. Okay, so generally sorry, so this bending is operation will be performed on the press brakes machines. Okay, so these are there are CNC press brake machines used for the bending operations. Okay, 2 व्हिडिओ पाठवले होते मी दुपारी, ते याच्यावरच होते, व्ही बेंडिंग, राईट. होप you gone through those videos. Okay, so bending operations further divided into a V bending and edge bending. Let's see the V bending. See guys, V bending. Okay, so V bending is done with the wedge shape punch. Okay, so wedge shape punch is actually या फिगर मध्ये इथे दाखवताना व्यवस्थित, बट तुम्ही जर प्रॉपर व्हिडिओ बघितला असेल गाईस तर त्याच्यामध्ये पंचचा पाहिले होता शेप, एरिया कसा केलेला होता शेप, राईट. सो इट इज अ वेज शेप. ओके, एक एरो टाइप शेप असेल ज्यांनी व्हिडिओ बघितले असतील. ओके, सो वेज शेप पंच इज pressing the sheet into a V shaped dies. See guys, this is a V shaped dies. So these angle between these included angle between these two lines are different, and what is the effect of this angle? The angle will affect the your this bending of this strip. Okay, so whatever the angle you required, 90-degree, okay, so this will be managed by this the V shape. Okay, so die use maybe of the air bend type or bottoming die. Okay, so this process is used to produce the sharper and more accurate bends in a thinner sheet. Okay, so guys, this limitation of bending is you have to use the thinner sheet. Okay, V bending can be used for producing the included angle which are acute 90-degree. Okay, so you will get the exact 90-degree bending with the this V bending operation. Okay, where the wedge shape punch is used, and okay, and depending upon the your you can use the different size of this V shape dies. Okay, त्या व्हिडिओ मध्ये आहे वाटलं, एका व्हिडिओ मध्ये असेल दिलेलं आहे. Okay, how to read these according to your design, how you can which dies V angle dies you can use. Okay, नसेल तर मी पाठवून दिलं वाटलं. So depending this angle between the V dies decide the bending of this sheet according to your dimension. Okay, this flange length. Okay. Next is edge bending. This is simple edge bending. Okay, so it is a cantilever type of bending operation in which the punch forces the sheet metal over the edge supporting dies. See guys, so this is a black sheet which is forced by the punch to the punch side. The spring loaded pads clamps the sheet. This pressure pad clamp the sheet against the die block before the punch contact to prevent is from being lifted during the punch travel. Okay, so die undercut to allow the over bending is there. So this is the edge bending guys, but mostly nowadays CNCs are used, and most of the research work is done on this V bending. So most of the time, if you want to bend a sheet at a particular angle or 90-degree angle, and create a complex, you can create a complex bending also with the help of this V bending on the CNC. Okay, so different angle of this between punch and dies also define the your this bending of sheet in a particular angle and particular distance. Okay, so this is a bending operation. Generally this is not important according to our syllabus, but तुम्हाला माहिती पाहिजे की कोणते कोणते ऑपरेशन होतात. ओके, नेक्स्ट this is a simple our press our press tool. ओके, नंतर आपलं काही राहिलं होतं गाईज की फ्रेम्स बघून घ्या इथे गाईज. ओके, ही स्लाइड मी टाकली नव्हती पहिले आपल्या फ्रेमच्या याच्यामध्ये. सो सी फ्रेम गॅप बेड. ओके, देन ऍडजस्टेबल जी आपण पाहिली होती. ऑन सॉलिड स्टेट साइड बिल्ड जी आहे प्रेसेस. ओके, yes, next now shearing. This is the same as side as covered, but just go through it. Okay, so how the shearing is happen, and see penetration zone is given. Okay, when the punch is forced down into the sheet metal, the punch first draw the stock in a circular bend over the cutting edge. The grains elongate near the cutting edge A of the punch and die corner D. This A and D, same as explained before. Okay, so propagation of cracks at A and D should be made at the center. Then and then only the rupture will be happen, and the proper shape of the remaining your product will be get. Okay, so next is clearance guys, because clearance will affect the dimension or the whatever the roughness of your produced part. Okay, if the clearance between the die and punch is correct, then the crack started at two ends A and D. Okay, spread towards each other till they meet, causing the separation of the clean edge. Okay, that's why the clearance is important. See, the three cases are there. Correct clearance. If too little clearance is given, then see the maximum cracks will be happen at end A, which is a corner punch, and lesser at the D point where the die is opening, and that's why see the orientation of this crack propagation will never meet. It is meet at the definite distance, and you will get the maximum burr in this case. Okay, and then too much clearance, if too much clearance is given, see they cracks will never get meet, or meet at the either it is only propagating in punch direction side, or either it is propagating from die end side, so it will get you will get not a proper clean shape of your part. Okay, so the amount of clearance depends upon the thickness of sheet and ductility of material. Okay, so clearance is a very important part guys. Okay guys,
ब्लर
ऐकू येत आहे? ब्लर होत आहे?
हो सर.
ओके, वेट. the control of the clearance is important for having a very clean and proper cut edge. Okay, and proper the growth as well as the propagation of crack. Okay, because the propagation of crack and growth of that crack should be proper, then you will get the proper clean cut. Okay, so clearance is a very important parameters for to get the clean edges for you on your product. Okay, let's move further slide. So this is a see when slug is scrapped, okay, then you have to give the clearance in this way. Okay, see, when your slug is scrap part, you not require the slug. Okay, and B figure shows the slug is the desired part, then you have to give the clearance in this way. Okay, so clearance between the two edges of punch and the two corner of die opening should be proper. Okay, and see some different materials, for different material how much percentage of clearance should be given. See, for brass and soft steel, 5% of thickness. T is the thickness of your sheet metal, okay, or metal strip. So the for brass and soft steel, 5% should be of that thickness clearance should be, C value should be taken. Okay, then for medium steel 6%, for hard steel 7%, and for aluminum 10% of the total thickness. That much value should be given for that clearance to get the clean cut. Okay, okay guys. So slug means your remove part, हा जो piercing blanking मध्ये use करतो ना आपण ते. So this is B is for blanking and A ड्रॉप डाउन पार्ट आहे तो आपल्याला इम्पॉर्टंट नसतो, आणि स्लग इज डिझायर म्हणजे जो की ब्लँकिंग पार्ट आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला जो कटआउट पार्ट आहे तो आपल्याला महत्वाचा असतो. ओके गाइस, so these figures are from the your book of मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग प्रोसेसेस बाय PC शर्मा. ओके, तिथून घेतलेलं आहे गाइस, ते तुम्ही नंतरही रेफर करू शकता. ठीक आहे, सो सेम इफ द क्लिअरन्स बिटवीन पंच अँड डाय इज टू लार्ज, काय होतं ते दिलेलं आहे, देन or too small. Okay, the cracks started at punch and die do not meet as shown. आपण बघितलं आहे. Okay, so additional bands of metal must be here in such cases to complete the separation. Okay, कारण की टू जास्त दिलं असेल टू लार्ज तर मग फ्रॅक्चर होणार नाही, त्याच्यामध्ये लॅगिंग. ओके, सो डिफरंट bands of metal must be sheared in that cases. So this leads to the higher cutting force and cut edges are generally not smooth. Okay, then we require a further operation like shaving and all other. Okay, so excessive clearance causes a large radius to be formed at the corner of the slug and workpiece where the blanking is according to the blanking view. Okay, so this is a formula, you can note it down or PPT नंतर मिळेलच. So the appropriate value of correct clearance to be used for shearing operation on each side may be obtained by the following relation. See guys, so this is the relation which is obtained by the trial and error, means experimentation done. Okay, so 0.0032 into T is the thickness under root of Fs. Fs is the shear strength of the material. Okay, T is the thickness, sheet thickness in mm, and clearance on each side of the punch. Okay, and or dies, which are the important. Blanking साठी dies ला द्यावा लागतो, punching साठी piercing साठी punching ला proper द्यावा लागतो. Okay, see the values of shear strength now. So material is given, shear strength MPa is given. Okay, so low carbon steel where carbon percent is 0.2 to 0.4. If it is anneal, then 300 MPa, 400 MPa, partially cold work 400 to 550. Okay, then median carbon C 0.6. This this is a table showing the different materials and shear strength. Okay, guys, copper, brass, aluminium. So according to this, you can decide your clearance and putting in this formula, so you will get calculate the clearance, proper clearance. As you know the thickness, okay, of your sheet metal, and use the proper MPa pressure. Okay, so according to this chart, you can use the MPa and calculate the clearance. Okay, so clearance value normally used for punching. Punching means piercing. Okay, piercing means cutting operation. So aluminum less than 1 mm thickness, then 2 clearance percentage is given, percent of stock thickness. Okay, means this is a 2% of T, 3% of T. Okay, then aluminum more than 1 mm thickness जर असेल तर 3% of T, 5% of T. So between the 3 to 5% of T, your clearance should be there. Then copper alloy is 2 to 6. Okay, then low carbon steel 2 to 3. So these are the different ranges. These are the not a clearance value. This is a percentage of thickness into T करायचं आहे तुम्हाला. Okay, percentage of thickness into T. See guys, this is a cutting graph shown where this is a graph when you will get the exact proper penetration of punch and proper fracture happens there, and low burr you will get. Then no secondary shear is required. See, at this straight edge you will get exactly the straight vertical leading edge. Okay, and then after you will get this fracture cutting force, then it will automatically reduce to the 0. So this is a normal curve. Okay, this is a normal curve which is produced when you have a optimum clearance value provided between the punch and dice, guys. Okay, and if proper clearance is not given, then secondary shearing is present, but it is not measurable, and this is, see, the straight line will be get at an angle. Okay, then this is a your cutting force compressive strain. So this is an angle curve where too tight clearance is given. Okay, so not a proper penetration of your sheet metal is happen due to the too tight clearance between the punch and die. That's why this you will get this kind of curve. Okay, guys, this is a normal curve where straight line you will get vertical leading edge, and where it is at an angle. Okay, guys. Now come to the next important part is your cutting force. Okay, how much force is required to cut the any particular thickness of sheet, right? It is important. So cutting force and work in cutting by shearing is given. Okay, so the force is given by shear stress multiplied by the shear area. Okay, and area is the perimeter of cut into the thickness. See, the different figures are given. Plane of shear, shear force through shearing sheet metal. Okay, here the plane of shear force, die shearing. So whatever the force is required, what is the value of that force should be? So that is a formula is given, shear stress into the shear area. Okay, let me show you in example. आहे ना, हाँ हाँ ठीक है. So if this is a your simple strip where you have to cut this hole of diameter D. Okay, D, and this is a length A. Okay, square. So what is the shear force, guys? So F is, what is the formula? काय formula है? Shear shear area into shear strength. बरोबर आहे guys? What is the formula? Shear stress into shear area. Now what is the shear area guys? अरे ऐकू येत आहे की नाही? हॅलो,
हो सर.
अरे मग काहीतरी रिप्लाय तर देत चला यार. And this is a thickness, okay, where this is you will get the cutting, and this is a t thickness, small t. ठीक है? So shear force is nothing but your shear strength into shear area or shear stress into shear area. So what is the area of this diameter? Okay, काय राहील? Pi
Pi d
perimeter.
square.
Yes, so perimeter into thickness is your shear area. बरोबर आहे? So perimeter of the circle is pi dp, right? Pi d into thickness into what is the shear, your shear strength. So this is a formula guys. Sorry for this जे इकडे तिकडे दिसत आहे, but hope you will understand this. So this is a perimeter into thickness into the shearing stress or shear strength. So this is a friction shear force is required to cut this diameter of D hole. Okay, and then if you want to cut this rectangular area, what is the formula then? काय राहील guys? What is the shear area in this case? If you require the shear force of this square hole, yes, then it is a perimeter into thickness. So what is the perimeter? 4a is a perimeter into thickness t into your frictional sorry shear strength or shear stress. So this is a your frictional shear force is required to cut this diameter of hole. So pi d t fs, and if you require a square hole, then you have a 4a, perimeter is 4a into thickness t into frictional strength or sorry, shear strength and shear your strength or shear stress. So this is a force required by the punch, shear force produced by the punch to cut this type of diameter and area. Okay, so this is about the your shear force. Okay, let me stop this and share the PPT. किती वेळ झाला आपल्याला? Stop sharing, opening the PPT. PPT दिसते guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
PPT दिसते ना?
हो सर.
ठीक आहे. सो दिस इज अबाउट दी युअर शिअर फोर्स. ओके, तर याच्यामधले आपला आता पार्ट झालेला आहे गाईज, क्लिअरन्स, शिअर फोर्स, नंतर पंचिंग ऑपरेशन जे पण कटिंग ऑपरेशन पाहिले, बेंडिंग ऑपरेशन पाहिले, राईट. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज युअर डिझाईन ऑफ डाय डिझाईन. सो डाय डिझाईन फॉर दी पर्टिक्युलर युअर सिंपल डाईज, देन युअर कंपाऊंड डाईज, प्रोग्रेसिव्ह डाईज, जो पण आहे, पण बेसिक जे डिझाईन आहे डायचं जे आहे ते आपल्याला पुढे बघायचं आहे. ठीक आहे, सो कंटिन्यू करायचं का नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला बघायचं? गाईज उद्या लेक्चर घेऊ आपण, कारण की मधले 2-3 दिवस आपले असेच वाया गेलेले आहेत. गाईज प्लीज रिप्लाय. कंटिन्यू करू का नको?
सर उद्या घ्याल मग.
चालेल, उद्या घेऊया. उद्या 11 ते 12 सकाळी.
चालेल सर.
चालेल सर.
ठीक आहे. हा अभिजित, तू अटेंडन्स घेतली?
हो सर, घेतले.
हा.
सर मला म्हणायचं होतं की जे शीट तुम्ही पेजेसवर काढायला लावताय
हा
ते समजा ऑटोपॅडवर काढलं तर
चालतंय ना, काही प्रॉब्लेम